Hello guys, welcome to the 11th video of this tutorial series Android application development using Kotlin. In the last video we discussed about MVP pattern. Now in this video we are going to go into the code implementation of MVP pattern, how it can be implemented. So what I've planned today is a simple application with one text view and one button. The initial value in the text view will be set to 0, and the once the button is clicked, the value of the text view will keep on increasing by 1. So that's all the application we are going to do today, but that will be implementing using MVP patterns. So let me go to my text view. I've already created my text view. Like I said, I just have one text view and one button here. Both have IDs, and let's just give initial text as 0. Okay, so if you remember the previous discussion, what I had told you is in MVP pattern, the weight or the responsibility of controller and view are comparatively decreased using interface. So we're going to use the exact same thing here. First of all, let me create all the necessary packages, and after that we'll dive into coding part. So let's go to the base package. Let's create a package here called view first. Another package called model. Another package for presenter, and one last package for interfaces. Okay, I'm going to click this view and move this inside view part or the view folder here. So it's inside the view folder. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with our interface. So we'll be creating new interfaces here. One new interface which is going to have sub interfaces for each and every model, view and presenter. So let's just go in new Kotlin class. It's inside interface. Okay, class, let me define package or p interface, this p interface. Okay, now inside this sorry, I have to define this as interface, not class. Okay, p interface. Now inside this I'm going to define other interfaces. So the first interface is going to be for my view. Let me write, okay, you might get confused, so many views here, so let me write data view. This view will have just two methods, fun init view, first of all to initialize my view and then to update my view. So yeah, those two methods. Another interface will be for presenter. So what presenter will be responsible for is presenter, whenever the button is clicked, that action will be read by presenter, and then the presenter will ask the model to increase the value. So there has to be a function for increment of value, and whenever the view needs to be updated, the presenter will take the value from the model and then give it to the view. So we need another get, maybe counter, and let me take this in the form of string. Okay, now another interface is for model, my model. Let me write data model. So it has two responsibilities. First of all, it needs to increase the counter. Okay, increment counter, and then the second responsibility is to get counter value from the presenter passed through the view, or from the view passed through presenter. Okay, the interfaces are done. Now let's go to let's go creating a model first. So a model, so the model will be again a Kotlin class. Let me write main activity model. This is going to be a class, in fact. Okay, and this is going to implement the data model from the interface. So implement methods, both the methods, and what I'm going to do is I am going to declare a private variable counter, and I'm going to set this value to 0 for now. In increment counter, I'm just going to increase the value of counter plus plus, and in here I'm just going to return the value of my counter. Okay, our main activity model is done. Let's go creating our presenter. Again, Kotlin file class, let's name it main activity presenter. So this presenter is going to have a view from our data view interface, and this is going to return a presenter type class. So implement methods, all the methods. I'm going to declare two variables here. So first is private variable view, and this view is of type data view, and let me initialize the same view inside this one here. The other is private variable model, and the type of this is data model, and my model name is main activity model. Okay, main activity model. Okay, also an init method. At first we are going to initialize our view, or view dot init view. Okay, in case of increasing the while we increasing our value, we just need to call model dot increment counter and view dot update view. That's all. And whenever we are receiving the value, we just need to return model dot get counter dot to string, since it has string data type. So this is also done. Now finally, let's go to our main activity. Main activity implements, or main activity extends app combat activity and our data view. So let's implement all the methods. We only have two methods, as you can see. And let me first declare a presenter private var. Let me write presenter. This is going to be of type main activity presenter. Let's just give it null for now. Here I'm going to initialize my presenter. So presenter equals to main activity presenter, and this will need a view here since we have a view in a constructor here. Okay, so we're just passing the view as a constructor. Now in our init view, what we need to do is we need to initialize our component. So we have a view where we are going to show our number in the layout file, that is result. So result.text equals to presenter dot get counter. Okay, something is wrong with result. Let me see. it was not imported. Just hit alt enter. So this needs a not null assertion, so let me give that. And finally I also want to place click in my button, so set on click listener. I could do on click listener here, but I could also directly implement this one. So this is like implementing on click listener. So here I can do, whenever you're pressing a button, you need to increase your value by 1, so increment value. Also a not null assertion here. Now finally in our update value, we just need to update the value in our result. So result dot text equals to presenter dot okay, it's done. So we've implemented everything, no errors yet. So let me run the application. I'll run the application first and then explain it to you while the application is running. So let me open my screen projection here. Okay, it's open. Let me run the application. So our application is running. You can see there are separate interfaces for everything: presenter, model, and view, and everything is separated here. Okay, everything is separated, nothing is interlinked here. So previously the result should have been 0. Okay, that didn't appear, it's fine. Let me click the button once and then see what happens. So whenever I click the button, the value changes to 1. So how does this happen? So whenever I click the button, the presenter is given a signal to increase the value. So let me go to increment value. So increment value, what happens is it calls the model, and then and then inside that I have a function increment counter. It goes inside increment counter. Okay, let me go to data model and then increment counter. So what happens here is counter plus plus equals to 1. Now it does not end there. You also need to show that result in update view too here. So what happens is presenter is going to ask for what value is now updated and then what is the current value. So it goes to model back again and then the current value is retrieved here. So as you can see, the model and the view directly do not communicate with each other. It always communicates through the presenter. Okay, and then these interfaces actually defines everything or each and every functionality that a package needs to do. So a data view needs just to initialize view and then update the view. That's all the function the view has to do. The presenter has to increase the value and then get the value from the data model, and in the data model just needs to increase the value as per presenter's instructions and then return the value back to the view through the presenter. So I hope you understand this. Obviously this needs a little bit more practice, but we'll be doing a couple of applications in MVP in the upcoming video, and only after that we'll be moving on to MVVM. So thank you for listening. If you have any kind of confusion or have any kind of problems, please do comment down below in the comment section and I'll try to address your problems. Do subscribe the channel and stay updated. So I'll see you in the next video.